Hello, everyone. Sorry to be late, keep you waiting. The room looks a little strange with no Matt and no Saeed, but we do have Jennifer McEwen-Williams back in the briefing room after a few months away. I know we're all excited to have her back, as I'm sure you are as well. Let me start with a few opening comments before I turn to questions. This weekend, Vice President Harris joined Ukrainian President Zelensky and leaders and representatives from over 90 countries in Switzerland to discuss a principled framework for peace in Ukraine. Participants reaffirmed their support for the sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity of Ukraine. They discussed vital cooperation on global food security, nuclear safety, and catastrophic humanitarian impacts of the war. In Moscow, President Putin had a different message. Another maximalist statement that called on Ukraine to surrender even more of its sovereign territory than what Russia currently occupies before negotiations could even begin. President Putin demanded Ukraine agree to disarm so that it is vulnerable to future aggression from Russia. No responsible nation can say that this is a reasonable basis for peace. It defies the UN Charter, it defies basic morality, it defies basic common sense. It is clear Russia is unprepared for any serious, good faith discussions. Russia's actions make this especially clear as it continues its bombing campaigns against Ukraine's critical infrastructure, threatens ships in the Black Sea, and forcibly relocates tens of thousands of Ukrainian children. For our part, we will continue to maintain our steadfast support for Ukraine. This past Thursday, President Biden and President Zelensky signed the U.S.-Ukraine bilateral security agreement. This legally binding agreement contains a set of mutual commitments representing a historic show of support for Ukraine's long-term security. It is a crucial milestone as we seek to establish a broad, mutually reinforcing, and powerful network of nations to safeguard Ukraine's future and support its Euro-Atlantic integration, including its interoperability with NATO. We look forward to reinforcing key points of our agreement at the NATO Washington Summit this July. In this agreement, the United States and Ukraine state our intentions to advance security and economic cooperation, anti-corruption reforms, and accountability for Russia's actions. We also commit to work jointly towards peace as Ukraine did through this weekend summit. We will continue to work with Ukraine, its partners, and the global community to establish the conditions for a truly just and therefore lasting peace. The bilateral security agreement is part of a broader effort to support a lasting peace for Ukraine, which, as President Biden said, must be underwritten by Ukraine's own ability to defend itself now and to deter future aggression. In the meantime, we will continue to support Ukraine and its people as they defend themselves against Russia's aggression. With that, Leon.